One of the great hidden gems in Beijing are the restaurants that are nestled in the Hutongs. Come with me as we go inside and meet the owner of this place, Zhou.
So my name is Zhou, and I founded Zhou Does Food 3 years ago. And what I want to do is share my passion for food. So among that, I am running a Yunnan restaurant in Beijing, and also I'm teaching at the Hutong. The Hutong is a cultural exchange center in Beijing, in the city center of Beijing. When you enter the restaurant, you will see it's really, really cozy. We actually use recycled tables and windows, so it's like a really cozy feeling that you will have when you enter the restaurant. The food that we actually focus on is east of Yunnan. So it's close to the Vietnamese border, so close to the Sapa border. So the rice noodles are really, really special. We import the rice noodles, or we fly over the rice noodles actually from Yunnan. So a lot of people within Beijing, they're really interested in Yunnan food as well, because people are now traveling more and more within China as well. So they get in contact with other cultures within China as well, the other minorities. So when they say, hey, Yunnan food, what is it? So they actually come to experience a Yunnan experience in the Yunnan restaurant.
These spring rolls, as Zhou tells me, are a really modern take on a traditional dish. These are Yunnan goat cheese spring rolls, which has some Yunnan pork, Yunnan goat cheese, as well as what's known as chive garlic flour. And there's also some mint in here. Apparently we're going to dip this in the sauce, brings the flavors all together. You can certainly see the mint, you can see the pork, very well balanced, lots of flavor. Depending on the piece that I've had, some are a little more goat cheesy, some are a little more porky, but a really great appetizer, nice and light, and a really modern take.
So the school was founded by Mark and Stacy, who are Australian, and really what it makes really special is the sharing cultural part of the tea culture, the food culture in Beijing, and found a platform for those people who really are interested in food and the Chinese culture. And then the Chinese people are really interested to learn about Western culture as well, so they come here to to learn more about the Western food, the Western habits. So it's actually a really nice platform for people, the community come together to learn more about each other.
Our second course is a tofu skin mint salad. These are very much resembling almost like an egg noodle, but it's actually tofu with fresh mint. Almost taste and feel like a pasta dish with the mint. Gives a very fresh flavor, but yet much lighter than the traditional carbs that we're used to. Tofu, I don't know, I've never had tofu quite like this before, but kind of like it. Really nice.
So within the city of Beijing, there's a lot of a group of people who really care where their food is coming from and what they're eating, especially mom and parents, because they have kids and they really want to feed their kids with safe food. So what you see within Beijing and around Beijing, a lot of organic farms popping up now, and also CSA, so community supported agriculture is happening in Beijing as well. And next to that, there's organic farms, pop-up organic farms within Beijing as well. So you do see the trend that people are really caring what they're eating. So this is a chicken broth, which is boiled for at least 24 hours with fennel seeds in there as well. And then we're going to add in a raw quail egg. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start with the raw ingredients, really thin, filter thin pork. So we're going to add that in first, and we're going to move it around a little bit, so it's cooking through with the broth.
Now, does the order of the items that we put in really make a difference in how this is going to taste in the end?
Yeah, so you always have to add in like the raw ingredients first, because as soon as you're adding in all the other ingredients, it's cooling down the broth, so you don't really want to do that. So I'm adding in Yunnan ham and like beef, so it's a really luxury, like traditional dish in Yunnan. And then sausages, and then the tofu skin for extra protein, Yunnan pickles, and garlic chives, and shredded chicken. And then we're going to put some coriander or cilantro in there, and some spring onions. So that's like we're going to add these in there first, and then we give it a swirl, so it's like really filled with like all goodies. And then we're going to add in the local Yunnan red rice noodles.
Which will really significantly cool our broth down now.
Yeah, but we actually poached this first, so it's actually pre-boiled already.
So then how does this dish really differ, say, from hot pot, if you will?
So hot pot is like from Mongolia, Mongolia, northern China. This is like more southern China, and this is like how do you say, hot broth. So it's not boiling, but it's like a hot, like, soup served on the table in a really big bowl. As for hot pot, you're actually dipping into like boiling soup.
Well, Sue, I have to tell you, this really looks fantastic.
Have a taste, and then
that's it. We're ready to go.
Yes,
it's that
ready
simple.
To go. Yeah, have a
Wow.
taste. Enjoy it.
Oh my!
Okay.
You know what? If it's gonna taste anything the way it smells, I'm really gonna enjoy this.
Okay, good. Enjoy the noodles. As a chef, believe in something, and then you hope that you can, like, the emotions, the passion that you have, and you have put in a dish to, like, carry or transfer to your customer. If a customer reckon it and he feels the same, because in food, if you taste it, it's calling up emotions. Like maybe it's different, maybe it reminds you of like something else, but it's like maybe like calling up good emotions. So it's really, really nice when someone call you up like, hey, this dish tastes really, really good.
This looks fantastic, and you can really see how all the different ingredients here have actually cooked from the time that we put it in to the time I'm about to eat it. Well, I'm not going to wait any longer. I'm Jody Ness, digging into Yunnan province goodies. That's good.